Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are well, doing good job in terms of education, in terms of learning new things, right? Our today's topic is the role of captain. What is the role of captain? What should he or she should do for the upliftment of the group? What are the various responsibilities of the group? For this, we already studied about what are the qualities of captain or a leader. In this session, we will be able to understand what is the role of a captain. Right? So, welcome to physical education class. Right? So this is your physical education class, and today we are going to learn the maximum. Okay? And these things will definitely help you to learn so many things. The topic is role of leader or captain. Role of leader or captain. So before we going to start, we need to understand what is leader, right? So basically, when we think about this role of leader, we must understand what is leader. So leader is one who have a capacity to lead peoples for a common purpose. Leader has some goals that to be achieved, right? Leader is basically of two types: mature leader and immature leader. When we talk about mature leaders, these are leaders. Basically, when we talk about two things, right? First is professional leaders and democratic, that is the right. So when we talk about this leaders, which is of two types, first is professional leaders, and second is the democratic leaders. When we talk about the professional leaders are teachers, officers, and all. When we talk about the another thing, so that is the mature and amateur leaders. Mature leaders are the political leaders, and amateur leaders like the student council members, the president of the school, the head boy of the school, the head girl of the school, vice captain, captain. These are the amateur leaders of the school. Right? So leadership is very good quality to lead people for the common purpose and to raise the voice of good. Right? So let us understand what is the role of captain. The first role of captain is group representation. What is the first role? The first role for group representation. Group representation. Right? So the very first thing that we need to know is role of leader is group representation. Right? So basically, whenever we thought about leaders, the very first thing that a leader should have is group representation. He or she should be able to know what are the requirements of the group, what is the exact need of the group, and what are the good things he or she can do for the group. Group representation is very important because whatever the leader is just because of the group member, just because of their support, just because of what they are doing for them. Right? So to leading a group, it's not an easy task. We definitely have to understood what is the basic need that a leader is requiring, and just because of the leader, just because of the group members, the leader is there, right? So he should have some what I say is first is group representation. If we talk about the second, so the second thing is opportunity to direct. Okay, so if we talk about the second thing, that is the opportunities so when someone will become a leader, so he has a lot of opportunities to direct people, to nurture the talent of people. So if we talk about the principal of the school, so the principal of the school has a lot of responsibilities and a lot of work to distribute. And if you work in any company, definitely there is also a division of work. So a boss or a leader or a principal of the school has to divide the work and rule. So when we divide the work among different peoples, we'll have to see their potential and then we decide the work and divide the work accordingly. We need to know what is the potential of the person that we are assigning work will be done or not. Alright? In the same way, we need to give opportunity to, we need to direct people that which kind of work they can do and how, whether they are able to do or not. Right? So when this work is going on, the third point is we need to reduce the stress. Right? Reduce the stress. So what we need to do, we need to reduce the stress as it is very important to reduce the stress because reduction of the stress is very important, otherwise there will be a lot of problems. See, when the leader is assigning some work, sometimes it may happen that the particular individual is in some stress and tension kind of. So on that time, this people, the boss will have to design some things in such a way that the less amount of stress and such kind of problem will not be taken place. Things should be so optimistic, simplified, so that there will not be any problem, right? So basically some multi activities. When various multi-activities are performed which bring joyfulness, which brings activeness, which bring attractiveness, should be performed. Various multi-activities should be performed so that there is, will be a great time for an individual to work, right? So various multi-activities should be performed so that there is, a kind of sensation of being healthy and happy could be created, right? Next thing is better discipline. A very important arena. Better discipline in an organization is very important, right? So if you become a leader, so it's very important to have a discipline, to have some rules and some regulation which must be followed for the good conduct, right? Discipline is really very important, which makes a person civilized and which makes a person having a good conduct and lead a happier and healthy life as well. Discipline plays a very, very crucial role if you want to manage, organize, well-planned things, right? So discipline, better discipline is a very important thing. If we talk about the next point, so next point will definitely develop socialization. I have some social loss of business. Develop socialization. Right? So when we develop the socialization, so what does socialization means? Basically, I'm talking about the softer skills, the interpersonal skills, the communication skills. Basically, when we talk about the social skills is basically what? The social skill is basically how to communicate with the people. Let's have a collaborative work. Let's have involvement of different people, and let's do the work together so that the better outcomes will come. So that various kinds of inputs will come from different people, and definitely there will be a lot of humor, there will be a lot of enjoyment, and definitely the efficiency of work will be amazing. So it's very important to develop socialization among the place where you are working, and it's very, very important to lead them, inspire them, right? So with this next point is inspire others. And motivation. Right? When I'm talking about inspiration, when I'm talking about inspire, so a good leader can inspire hope, ignite imagination, and definitely the great success can be achieved. Inspiration is one of the most important things that should be there, which is very, very important. And another thing is motivation. Motivation, which is very over the motivation are such kind of things some words which helps to change the inner urge of a person, the thinking pattern, the thought process of a person, and definitely like light in a darkness for our people. So basically, when we talk about this inspiration and motivation, so one should be a good mentor, a guide. That means a leader should have such qualities. So this is the role of a leader to motivate the clients, to motivate the people who are with them. Like a teacher is a good motivator, right? In the same way, if we talk about the another thing is, the another thing is close relationship. It is very important to have a close relationship sometime, like in some for the help. So if we talk about this close relationship, so let's take a teacher is the leader, right? So whenever you absent a day or 2 days in school, generally your teacher asks you, why were you absent? Then if somebody replied to ma'am, I was sick, I was having some illness. So the teacher replied, are you fine now? Then on the same time when the teacher knows that the student is not fine, he or she will take to infirmary. After infirmary, whenever you take dinner, lunch, sorry not dinner, lunch or breakfast time, she will especially taking care of yours. It means it's to make a close relationship with the student, or whenever you are a leader and with your clients, if you make a close relationship, it will be a great impact over people who are working with you. So being a leader, it's very important to be alert and to maintain a close relationship with some ethics, and you at least should know where you need to draw a line, right? So it's very important to have to make a better organization, right? So when you have rules, you have decisions, you have some self-discipline as well as you maintain discipline in this particular schedule, so the organization will become better. Right? So it is very important to have a better organization, right? Better organization is very important so that you can learn the things properly. Okay. Next thing, if we talk about that is this having a good conduct and an easy and effective medium of communication. Okay, having a 10th point is good conduct. Whenever an individual performing various things, it is very important to have a good conduct, well organized, well planned the things in advance, right? Next thing, if we talk about, so that's I'll be telling you is that clarity means medium of communication. When we talk about this medium of communication, it is based basically on the how you react, how it is. It means the way you think, how the way you behave, and basically it means the clarity in the thoughts, the clarity in the way you work, you doing your attempt to work. It means you must have a well-organized plan to execute before you do something. So being a leader is your role to be, your medium in which you want to instruct someone should be very clear. One should have, improved abilities. So day by day, nobody will become a great leader in a day. So whenever you started to become a leader, you have to do some things. You will have to renovate yourself. So what does it mean? It's mean when you improve the abilities, re-innovation on the regular basis. Okay, and there was a lot of checkpoints you can check yourself to do. You should be creative, you should be renovate yourself, your life, right? So you must get or you must provide recognition, right? So whomever you are working with, so you need to provide recognition. We must have to provide recognition to the people if they whatever they are working with us, so that when they listen, when you comment, when you do some good work for them, definitely they'll feel very happy that they got some kind of recognition, right? When you give recognition to people, they'll feel very happy, and definitely when they feel very happy, their level, the work they are doing will be affect, because they'll try their level more best so that they can also do. Somehow they can also try their level best to do good, right? So the role of captain is also to bring coordination among group. Bring coordination among group. Okay, so it's very important to have great coordination among the group so that you can lead a healthier, happier, and a very nice life, right? And you can be good. I don't say good, it will be great, right? So last thing, that is the soft skills. A leader should possess great soft skills. That soft skills will not only affect him, but definitely it's affect the way he conducts and so many things, whatever comes in the life. Soft skills play a very, very important thing when you have to deal with someone, when you have to manipulate things, when you will have to discuss something, when you want to take out something from someone, whenever you're dealing with a lot of things, which is very, very important to possess some amount of soft skills. Soft skills play a very important role in a life of an individual, right? So basically what we had started till, we had started with the role of captain, right? So as we studied first, the role of captain is first group representation. A leader is the representative of group. It expresses the idea, thought, interest of the group. Leader represent group in various delegations, occasions, meetings. Leader take decision on the behalf of group. Opportunity to direct. So it provide opportunity. It means the role of leader to provide the opportunities to direct, to lead a group for their betterment and improve the command in the class, in the team. And when we talk about in terms of sports, so while playing a game, it's very important to have a command. Reduce stress, it means enable a teacher or a coach to spend more time on teaching and coaching. Important work is to release stress. Better discipline. The discipline is very, very important in the life of an individual. A teacher or a leader helps to better utilization of class time and teach some social, moral, and inculcate some kind of ethical values, which definitely helps an individual to live a healthier and happier life. Okay, so this socialization is also very important. We must possess some social skills, and these skills will definitely affect our life. And if we have some social skills, so teammate, encouragement, your talking, your communication skill, everything will be fine. One should have a close relationship with a student, which provide when we do a close relationship, so student with the teacher as or a coach has a better understanding between them, better organization, leadership improves, organizational skills improve, thus better organization can be made. So when we need to have a great coordination among peoples, so that what we can do, we can deal with peoples in an effective manner, and the role of leader can be achieved. The medium in which the leader convey a message should be clear. Okay, between the student or teacher, it means the understanding between both the peoples should be very, very strong, right? Improve coordination. So leader improve the coordination of the group. This collective efforts of the group should be there, right? So basically, a group, the role of leader is to be group representation, opportunity to direct peoples, reduce stress, enable them to relieve stress, tension, reduce this kind of pressure among peoples. It is also having a part that the better discipline, social and moral values, develop socialization, close relationship among peoples, having better organizational abilities, convey the way medium in which they convey should be very good, provide recognition to them, improve coordination, and etc. Now, the next thing that we are going to learn is the adventure sports. Right? So let's do this and let's see what I can do on this matter. And the topic is, as you all know, adventure sports. Whenever I listen for adventure sports, so it becomes the latest time for me to see. Okay? So let me just show you a very important thing about it. Adventure sports, right? Now the topic that we are going to begin is adventure sports. When we talk about adventure sports, so we become so happy, we become so hilarious, we become so fruitful. No, it's become so exciting when we talk about adventure sports. What is adventure? Adventure is sometimes risky, it's excited, it's create happiness, it's create dopamine in our mind which gives the sensation of feeling well. If we talk about this adventure sports, basically these adventure sports consist of mountaineering, climbing on the mountains, snow driving, river rafting, swimming, a time which we spend in forest regions in the natural environment. Right? So adventure, when we heard this word adventure, it means there is something which is there is a risk. Sometimes it may be a little bit difficult, and it is dangerous too. So adventure sports play a very important role in the life of a sports person, and definitely adventure sports is a great nowadays it's become a profession. Nowadays it's become very important to be in the field of adventure sports to overcome anxiety, to overcome various health related issues, and it's become a fashion, it's become a trend, right? And it's lead a happiest sensation to people's, right? Basically, when we talk about adventure sports, so adventure sports activities are risky, exactly, and they are dangerous activities too, which are mostly performed in natural environment. These are the activities which gives us exciting or unusual experience with uncertain outcomes. The outcomes may be anything. For an example, if you are in a jungle, if you are in a forest, and suddenly there is a cobra snake come, or it may happen with you guys that suddenly there is a tiger, there is a lion there. So what will you do? So these outcomes become uncertain. Thus, adventure can be defined as the physical activities in which the performance or the person is exposed to injury while performing them. These activities give a lot of excitement, a lot of thrill, sometimes anxiety. Along with it builds your self-esteem. These activities are also termed as extreme sports previously. What were we called it? We called it extreme sports. Which kind of sports? Extreme sports. And these activities gained their popularity in 1960. So from 1916 onwards, these activities got popularity and people started to performing it vigorously, and it's become a great sporting festival nowadays. So it's very good. These activities are also termed as extreme sports and it becomes so popular, especially among youth and media. It becomes so famous in the terms of photography and all. It has increased the tourism industry at some great new height, if I say. Adventure sports have different from traditional sports, right? If you compare it with the traditional sport, it's different from them. The activities are usually competitive in nature. They have involved of risk. It's involved excitement. Adventure sports is a bold activity which involves hazardous, it means dangerous action sometimes, and definitely the outcomes will be uncertain. So adventure sports comprise of a wide range of activities. Like if I talk about mountaineering, it means climbing on the mountain, rock climbing, okay, trekking, go for trekking for hundreds of kilometers or from sometime cross country, sailing on the boats in the river, okay, river rafting, kayaking, camping, skiing, scuba diving, paragliding, suffering, Adventure sports has undertaken various places depending upon the nature of topography and weather condition, right? So on the basis of the weather condition, on the basis of topography of a place, it's have a different notions, it have a different places, and we must go on these places, and it's definitely release stress, it's definitely reduce tension, and everything will be fine, right? So if you want to re-energize yourself, if you want to charge your battery of your life, if you want to enhance the potential, you should definitely go, and you must understand, and you must be here to, adventure sports is upcoming business, and it will provide a lot of jobs and professions. Moreover, tourism industry has grown at a new height due to this. So I hope this is about this adventure sports, and I hope you must have understood whatever I was delivering, right? So adventure sports is basically very important thing nowadays, right? So if we talk about adventure sports, so basically, let's say if you have this mountain, if someone is climbing on it, right? So various components, let us suppose this is a mountain, and this is an individual who is right or down climbing, right? So we are talking about mountain climbing or rock climbing. So various physical fitness components are enhanced. Which kind of physical fitness component? The speed can be enhanced, strength can be enhanced, cardiovascular endurance enhanced, tidal volume will enhance, these all things will enhance, right? Flexibility of muscles will enhance, maximum strength will enhance, strength endurance will enhance, various things, right? So when we do this various kind of exercises, when we adventure sports, definitely bring happiness in their life, definitely help an individual to live happy. Now we are going to talk about the objectives of adventure sports. Objectives of adventure sports. Right? The first thing that we need to understand is minimum pollution. Minimum pollution. So when I'm saying about this minimum pollution, so what does it mean, minimum pollution? See, whenever we go for this adventure sports, so everything we'll have to do by ourselves. It means except if you talk about trekking, so it's totally a manpower. We'll have to walk, we'll have to run. When we are swimming, we'll have to do everything. When we are climbing on the mountain, when we are doing mountaineering, rock climbing, so all the efforts are made by only a human being. It means everything should be done by the human body, right? So there is nothing which lead a pollution. Okay, so there's nothing which affect the life of person, or there's nothing which affect pollution or some kind of things, right? So such kind of things like pollution and all this kind of things will definitely not occur. Okay, so it's very important to know that this very first objective of adventure sports is minimum pollution. What? Minimum pollution. Second thing is protection of wildlife. When we know this protection of wildlife, wherever we go there, so these activities create a awareness. This how this wildlife is affected. So this activities, kind of activities which create awareness among the people that how the forest situations are nowadays and how much we need to do for people. The individual will be able to understand what is flora, what is fauna, what is the status, extinct species or upcoming extinct, is the endangered species, the red data book, and various kind of curiosities come in the mind of a person to understand how to deal with the situation. Right? So basically, wildlife protection is also aim of adventure sports. Right? Use of natural resources. Where individuals go under the adventure sports will come to know, they'll come across various kind of jari booty, various kind of medicinal plants. So they'll get to know what is the use of the various natural resources, and they'll able to understand that the exploitation of natural resources is very bad. Nature can take the revenge. So we should do the judicious use of natural resources, right? So it's become very important to understand the use of natural resources, the need to conserve them and use it judiciously, right? So it's also create an understanding of nature. Okay, so as we all know, understanding nature. So when I mention in this field, definitely you'll be understanding nature, because nature is the best teacher. Okay, you'll see each and every kind of mechanism there, even the zoology, when you come in college and when you learn botany in web 12th also, so you get to know what else is not there in these plants and trees and everywhere that we know. Just only that they are not able to move from one place to another. They have everything. So we'll be creating a great understanding. We'll be able to make, if you touch the chewing plant, right? So you'll be able to know when you do a trisection. Being a biology student, if you are also, you can take a trisection of a leaf and be able to see stomata, and so many things are there. So let's create an understanding. Let's understand the mechanism, the food, that transportation plant, and so many things. Right? So it brings leadership training also. Brings leadership quality. Leadership qualities. So basically, the objective of adventure sports is also to bring leadership qualities, to direct people, to help people, to have a good attitude among them, and definitely to have a person to have good leadership qualities, like to direct people, like help them out, and to have a different ideas to direct people, and so many things. Information about area is also an objective of this adventure sports. Okay, so it gives thrill, it gives recreation, thrill and recreation. Adventure sports brings thrills, great recreation to people. It re-energizes people, and this is definitely need an individual to remove this stress and tension from their life. See, when we talk about this stress, tension, and so many things, so basically it is what, basically if we talk about this modern life, people are running for money, okay, and it's very important to know that these things which give energize ourselves, bring a sense of feeling good, things like when the things help us to remove stress, which bring happiness. So it's very important task, because it is very important, because health is man's biggest asset. And as you know, the mental temperament, so we need to be psychologically, according to physical education, physical, mental, social, emotional. All things should be balanced. So we need to be mentally fit too, right? So it helps us to overcome from problem. Okay. Nature is the best teacher. It helps to overcome from various problems. It brings innovation, brings creativity, right? So this is about this role of adventure sports, this objective of adventure sports. So basically when you spend time with adventure sports, तो कल कल बहता झरझर बहता पानी भी बहुत कुछ सिखा जाता है कि जिस तरीके से कल कल झरझर बहता पानी चीज़ों को साफ करते हैं कितना निर्मल होता है. और that type also it wants why don't people have good vibes, people it means have vibration, sense of vibration. Why don't people have a good sense of humor? Why don't people have a good thought process in their mind, a positive attitude when seeing anything, right? So adventure sports teaches a lot of things. It brings happiness in your life, right? So I hope you understand this topic, and with this I would like to say take care, bye bye. We'll meet soon with the new lecture, and definitely will understand a lot of things, right? So with this, bye, take care, and keep on this learning process so that you can do well. And definitely the learning process definitely will help you to being a very good citizen of the country, right? Take care all of you.